Hey guys, I'm DeShawn Hollywood, if you didn't already know, your favorite bad bitch. And today, it's really lit because I'm gonna be telling you guys about the time that I tried to surprise my mom and it was an epic fail. Like, seriously, I can't make this stuff up. Like, I thought long and hard about even telling you guys this story or even showing the clip that I have because there were a lot of emotions that came out of this day. Like, good, bad, like, I don't know. But hey, if you want to find out what happened in this story about the time when I tried to surprise my mom, then keep watching. Okay, so honestly, I came up with this bright idea after having a conversation with my mom. Like, I was on the phone and her birthday was approaching and I'm like, oh, so what are you doing? And she's like, you know, I'm having a big birthday dinner. I sent you an invite on Facebook. Like, are you coming? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Mom, like, why are you just now telling me this? Like, you know I work. You know I have obligations. Like, hello? You should have been told me this. So she's like, oh, so what are you saying? Like, you're not going to make it? I'm like, Mom, I don't think that I'm going to be able to get it off work. Like, honestly, 100%, I did not think that I was going to get it off. Like, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to just put it in God's hands, go off on faith. And I was like, I'm going to put this request in for this time off. And I was like, if they give it to me, it's meant to be. Like, oh my gosh. So I had put it in and I actually got it. Like, they approved all of my days. They're like, yes, like, you can go on the vacation, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, this is going to be amazing. And I was like, I'm going to surprise my mom. Like, I'm not even going to tell her. Because when we were on the phone and she heard that I wasn't coming, like, she literally was so sad. Like, me and my mom, we're literally best friends. Like, if you don't know that by now, then no, my mom and I are best friends, so close. People think that we're like siblings more than son and mother. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, so I'm like, oh, she's gonna be so excited. I was like, I'm gonna surprise her and I'm gonna film it so like you guys can see. I was like, this is gonna be like an epic moment, a big video. So I thought. So I'm telling my friend, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm telling my best friend, I'm like, I'm gonna be in town. I need you to come pick me up. Like, this is what we're gonna do. Like, this is how we're gonna surprise my mom, like, for her birthday. Had it all set up. So I'm calling my mom. I'm like, Mom, you know, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it to your birthday. I was like, I'm sorry, like, I can't, like, you told me too late. I put the request in, but they haven't even said anything to me about it, so I don't know. And she's like, well, it's okay, like, blah, 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 blah. Like, she was so bummed about it. So I'm like, okay, perfect, like, this is going well. Long story short, fast forward, like, I get into town. I don't tell anyone. I only told a few people because, like, I'm not gassing myself or anything, like, please don't take it this way. But, like, if I don't tell, like, my certain friends, like, don't say anything or, like, don't post anything on social media, like, everyone is going to, like, start saying stuff, like, start putting it on Facebook. And my mom follows a lot of my friends on social media because, you know, growing up, I've always had the cool mom. So everyone wanted her Instagram or Facebook or number. Like, it was just a thing. So, like, literally, I was bumping into people, like, please, like, don't post anything, like, don't say anything about me being in town, like, my mom doesn't know, I'm trying to surprise her. And I had a friend that I went to school with, like, I ran into her name was Kyra, and she told me, she was like, I don't know about this. Like, this don't sound like a good idea. Like, I think you definitely need to tell your mom that you in town. You need to give her a warning. Like, let her know. And I'm like, why? For what? Like, what do you mean? Like, no. Like, I'm going to surprise her. Like, this is going to be fun. She was like, what if she's with her man? Like, what if she doing this? And I'm like, what? Like, my mom ain't got no man. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, girl, you don't know. It's going to be good. So she like, all right, let me know how it goes. Yeah. So I call my mom and I'm just like playing it up. Like, oh, I'm so sad that I'm not going to be there. I'm like, but you know, you need to be looking out for your package. I'm like, where are you at now? I'm like, did they deliver it to you? And she was like, oh, she was like, I'm at the hairdresser now. She was like, but no, I don't think I've gotten anything. She's like, if they do, then I'm sure that they'll either leave it there or whatever. And I was like, no, you have to sign for it. So, like, you have to be there. And she's like, okay, I'm almost done at the hair shop, so it'll be cool. So I'm like, okay. So I tell my friend, I'm like, she is about to be done at the hair shop. I'm like, probably in like an hour, hour and a half, we're going to go. We're going to do the surprise. Okay? So, this is how I imagined it in my perfect little world and head. You know, I was going to show up at the time that UPS was supposed to be there. I was going to knock on the door like, hey, UPS. And my mom was going to come to the door. She was going to open it thinking it was UPS. And it was me standing there with her gift in my hand like, surprise, like, here. Okay. That's how I imagined it in my head. This is how it actually went. Watch this clip.
UPS. UPS. She knocked out.
Is she on the phone?
No. She knocked out.
UPS?
She gonna know your voice, fool. Bitch, she got a gun.
Happy birthday!
Oh, Mom!
Oh my gosh! Like, so mortifying. Like, oh my God. Okay, first of all, walk in because she's not answering. I'm like, why is she not answering the door? Like, what is going on? Like, hello, I'm banging. Like, I had my friend Jonte say, like, he was UPS. I tried to change my voice and say that I was UPS, as you guys saw. And, like, she's still not coming to the door. So I'm like, okay, girl, like, I still got my keys. I'm about to come up in here. So I open up the door, and she is literally there, like, fully naked. Like, oh my gosh, fully naked. Like, I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Like, what happened? Like, I thought you just got from the shop. And she's just like, oh my God, like, oh my God, oh my God. Like, what, like, I knew it. Like, I knew that you were in town. Like, I had a feeling, blah, 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 blah. And then a man walks around the corner, shirtless, by the way, and is like, hey, Sean, nice to meet you. And like says his name and is like, can I get a hug? And I'm sitting there shooketh, completely numb, frozen, blank stare. Like, I look at my best friend and I'm like, okay, so what's about to happen? Like, are we about to jump him? Like, what? What is a man doing in my house? What are you doing? Like, oh my gosh. Like, I was not happy. I'm like, you've ruined my surprise. What are you doing in my house? What are you doing with my mom? Like, oh my gosh. Like, what? Like, it was too much. I felt like I had just walked into an episode or a scene from Baby Boy. I was like, what is going on? I feel like Jody when he was at the house with his mom and they was jumping and rumping around. It was too much, sis. Like, I could not handle it. I was freaking out. So I'm literally like, I was not feeling him at first. Like, I was really giving him the cold shoulder. And mind you here, guys, like, I have never really seen my mom with a boyfriend. She had like two other boyfriends after my dad. You see, my parents were married, and after they got divorced, like, I took it really, really hard. Like, I was a kid that could not handle the fact that my parents did not want to be with each other anymore. Like, and I was very, very mean to all of their counterpartners. Like, it was like, if my mom got a new boyfriend, I was mean to him. Don't touch my cereal. Don't talk to me. I don't like you. What? And literally, that was me. Like, one day I'm gonna get my mom on this channel so we could talk and gag and tell you guys about how I was as a little kid. And my dad, like, any ex or fiance, girlfriend, whatever, I'm like, what? I'm not feeling her. Who is she? Like, no, if they weren't together, then I didn't want them with anyone, and that's just how it was. So all of those same emotions and feelings came rushing right back when I see this man walking around the corner. So, like, I just, like, could not handle it at all. Like, I ran outside, and I was like, oh my God, I need a breather. Like, what's going on? Like, oh my God, it was, like, too much. And, my best friend, like, he be with the shits, and he like, oh no, he's like, so what do you want to do? Like, I'll punch him in his face. Like, don't be coming to meet us without your shirt on. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, but don't make it worse. Like, I gotta stay here right now. Like, I'm getting very irritated. Like, it's too much. So literally, I get all of my things and I just like run to my room. I run to my room and I shut the door. And like, I hear them talking. Like, my mom is just like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that. Like, oh, I knew it. I knew he was in town, yada, yada, yada. And the dude is just like laughing and giggling and stuff. So literally, like, I called my mom on the phone and I was like, I need you to come to my room right now. So literally, she comes into my room and she was like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? Like, I was like, I'm leaving. I was like, happy birthday. Like, you know, enjoy yourself, but like, I gotta go. And she was like, wait, what's going on? Like, why are you leaving? Like, what's happening? Like, I was like, I'm gonna go hang out with, you know, my high school sweetheart. Like, I just gotta get away. And she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, I don't feel like that you embraced me when I came here, how I should have been embraced. And like, doing the total brat, only child, like, just mad thing. But I was so mad, guys. Like, no, what? Like, oh my gosh. And my mom was like, what are you talking about? Like, I did embrace you. Like, I'm so happy. This is the best gift ever. Like, it's amazing. I'm happy to have you here. We're gonna have so much fun. I was like, okay, well, like, I heard you and him in there talking, and like, I don't appreciate what y'all was saying, and like, I'm still in here, so y'all need to keep it cute. And she was like, you're just not used to me having a boyfriend, so you don't know how to deal with it right now. Like, blah, 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 blah. Which was true. Like, she kind of clocked me right then and there because I just was like, what is going on? I'm like, why is he here? And I really wanted her to make him leave. Like, girl, get him out of here. And you know what? At first, I was being really, really standoffish and I wouldn't talk to him or like anything. But I saw that he was actually trying. Like, he kept on, like, you know, just saying little things to me. Like, oh, how's Chicago? Or, like, you know, how are things? Like, are you still doing makeup? Or, like, you still a stylist? Like, he, you know, I could tell that him and my mom had been talking. And clearly he knows that I'm very important to my mother. So he's like, you know, I need to get in good with this dude. And the fact that he was actually trying did make me, like, open up and warm up to him. Because I'm like, oh, you could have just been in here like, hey, look, I'm the man in this house now, and blah, 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 blah. But he wasn't like that at all. He was actually very, like, welcoming, and he was open, and he was really trying to get to know me. And we even had a few moments, like, where we could bond. And, you know, granted, I am a very, very hard person to please, especially when it comes to my mother. You know, I expect the utmost for her. I'm sorry, I don't know what child in the world would not for their parents or, like, parent, rather. But, you know, I just really appreciated the fact that I could see that my mom was happy. And since she was happy, it, like, made me happy. And I just was like, you know, I was nice for the rest of the time that we were there. Like, we all bonded. Like, we all were, like, you know, just laughing and chilling and everything. Like, he was at the, my mom's birthday dinner and met the rest of our family, which we all were, like, shooketh and scared because, like, Grandma? Honey, that's not an easy cookie to please. That's probably where I get it from, because if you don't please the queen of our tribe, honey, Mother B, Grandma B, then it's a wrap. Figure it out. Hang it up, basically. But yes, actually, it turned out to be really, really good. And even though my surprise was an epic fail, like, you know, I'm happy that I got to meet my mom's significant other. And I hope that they last and that they continue to be happy. And I'm glad that I got to see my mom and surprise her. Even though it was, like, crazy in the moment, honey. I was not expecting her to try to get some birthday cookie right then and there, like, fresh out of the shop. Like, I thought she was going to be trying to preserve her hair or something. No, honey, they was ready to get it in, and I was like, but anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to tell you about the time that I tried to surprise my mom, and it was literally an epic fail. If you like this video, you already know I need you to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you aren't already, and turn on those post notifications so that you could be notified every single time I upload a video. Like, it's time to join this family and stay, okay? This ain't no in and out. This ain't the drive-through. You ain't rolling in and out when you want to. I need you a part of the fam. So hit the subscribe button, okay? But until next time, stay B.